at the lotus feet of uh, Yagya, that kindly remove the dazzling effulgence so that I can see you dazzling form. So this is how it is. Lord is a source as a Bhagavan, is a source of Brahman and is a source of Paramatma, and out of the Jnani who worships Brahman, out of the Yogi who worships Paramatma, the Bhakta who worships Bhagavan is the greatest. Yoginam pi sarvesham madgate anantaratmanah shraddhavan bhajate eva mam tame yukta tamo matah. So, Jiva Goswami writes in his Tattva Sandarbha. I think I have quoted this analogy already in the 10th, 8th mantra. Very, very important mantra. The mantras, 8th mantra, where we spoke about this Tat Shukram, Asna Veryam Apapvedam, Yata Tata Yato Artan, Shashvatibhya Samabhya. So, Jiva Goswami compares Bhagavan to the sun, and then he compares Paramatma to the sun globe. Then he compares the Brahman feature to the sun rays. This already we have heard it. He quotes another analogy regarding the energies. This is regarding the features of the Lord. In Mantra 6, Mantra 7, we have seen one who understands Lord in all his features. Lord in all his features. Which all features? Lord is Bhagavan, Lord is Paramatma, Lord is Brahman. And who understands all the energies of the Lord. Which are the energies of the Lord? There is Tadaksha Shakti, there is Bahiranga Shakti, then there is Antaranga Shakti. Okay, so these are the different energies of the Lord. So he compares sun to Bhagavan, Krishna. Then he compares the sun globe. He compares it to the internal energy, Tatastha Shakti, where there is a lot of heat and light. Then he compares what he compares? He compares the sun rays to the Jiva Shakti, because they also have heat, they also have light to some extent. They are conscious, they can dominate matter. Then he compares the material energy, the matter. He compares matter with what? He compares matter with the reflection of sun inside the tumbler or inside the pot. So, mantra 15, the analogy which fits there is Bhagavan is compared to the sun, Paramatma is compared to the sun globe, and Brahma Jyoti is compared to the sun rays. But mantra 16, same analogy, the sun is being compared to the Bhagavan, sun god. In sun there is sun god. So similarly, our Lord Krishna is the Bhagavan feature. And the whole sun globe is compared to, the membrane of the sun is compared to the internal potency of the Lord. That is Antaranga Shakti, Pladini Shakti. And then the sun rays is compared to the Jiva Shakti. And then the reflection of the sun is compared to Bahiranga Shakti. So is this clear to all of you, this analogy? Hope this is clear. This analogy is clear to all of you. Yes?
Prabhuji, can you just repeat it once more, Prabhuji?
The analogy is
Yes.
sun god is compared to Krishna.
Okay.
And then the sun membrane or the sun globe, which has a lot of heat and light, that is compared to the internal energy. And then sun rays is compared to the Jivatma, Jiva Shakti, Tatastha Shakti, marginal energy. And then the reflection of the sun in the vessel, in water, in a tumbler, or in a pot, it is compared to external energy. Why? External energy is not independent. It's like a machine. It's like a car. Unless and otherwise driver or operator doesn't sit into the car will not move. But Lord is not directly in touch with the car. Lord is not directly in touch with the Maya. Through Lord Shiva, he interacts with Maya. So therefore, Maya or material energy has no light, no heat. Matter is dead. And Jiva Shakti has little heat, little light. Therefore, it is compared to sun rays. It can manipulate, it can dominate matter. So the living entities went to island of America and they made United States. They went to different places. They made Hong Kong, New York. That means Jivatma is more powerful than material energy. Tadasya Shakti is powerful than external energy. But more powerful than Tadasya Shakti is Antaranga Shakti, Radhina Shakti, because that can control Krishna. Okay? This analogy is very okay. If you understand this analogy, then you can understand the next shloka, next mantra. Dasrashpu, can you present the mantra 16?
Sure, Prabhu.
So somehow I'm at a place where there is no electricity. So I'm inside the car. The focus light is mobile, but we'll try to cover the content.
Mantra 16. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you so much. Pushani karshe yama surya prajapatya vivyarasmin samoha tejo yatte rupam kalyanatamam tatte pashyami yoso vaso purushoso mamasmi. Pushani karshe yama surya prajapatya vivyarasmin samoha tejo yatte rupam kalyanatamam tatte pashyami yoso vaso purusho sohamasmi. Pushane karshe yama surya prajapatya vivarasmin samoha tejo yatte rupam kalyanatamam tatte pashyami yoso vaso purusho sohamasmi. Is any two devotees can recite this? Then we will.
भूषण एकस्य यम सूर्या प्रजापत्या युगरस्मिन् समूह तेजो यत्यति रूपं कल्याणतमं तत्ते पश्यामि यो सवा पुरुषासो हमस्मि. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण. पूषान एकर से यमा सूर्य प्रजापत्ये विवाह रश्मि समूह तेजो यत्ते रूपम कल्याण तमाम ते तत्ते पश्यामि यो वा यो सा आसु पुरुषः सो हम अस्मि. हरे कृष्ण. थैंक यू.
Hare Krishna. So, yes, synonyms. Pushan, or maintainer. Ekarshe, the primeval philosopher. Yama, the regulative principle. Surya, the destiny of the Shuris, great devotees. Prajapatya, the well-wisher of the Prajapatis. Vyuva, kindly remove. Rasmin, the race. Samoha, kindly withdraw. Teja, effulgence. Yat, so that. Te, your. Rupam, form. Kalyanatamam, most auspicious. Tat, that. Te, your. Pashyami, I may see. Ya, one who is. Asau, like the sun. Asau, that. Purusha, personality of Godhead. Sa, myself. Aham, I. Asmin, yam. So, dear devotees, now you can read the translation. When I'm reading translation, hear it carefully. What you conclude? If Jiva Goswami would not have written in Tattva Sandarbha, that analogy, what would have been your conclusion? You can share with me. O my Lord, O primeval philosopher. So here Pushan means maintainer. Ekarsha means Rishi. Eka Rishi. That Rishi who is Narayan Rishi who is Asama Urdhva is Ekarsha. That means he is a primeval philosopher. And then Surya, destination of the Suryas. Suri is compared to the devotee. Madhvacharya writes, Suris are devotees, Suras. And the destination of the Suras is Surya. Now that Surya may refer to also sun god. So Prajapatya, the Prajapati is like Daksha Prajapati, the destination of them. And even this Swayambhu Muni is also Prajapati. So he is worshipable deity Yagya. Prajapatya is a worshipable deity of the Prajapatis, the well-wisher of the Prajapatis. Vyuva, kindly remove. Rasmin, the rays. Samoha, what is that? Rays, which kindly withdraw these effulgence. Tejo yatte rupam kalyanatamam. Kindly show me your most auspicious face so that I can see Pashyami. Who can see? Your devotee. Who is that devotee compared to? Now he will see the Prabhupada translation. O my Lord, O primeval philosopher, maintainer of the universe, O regulative principle, destination of the pure devotees, well-wisher of the progenitor of mankind, please remove the effulgence of your transcendental rays so that I can see your form of bliss. You are the eternal supreme personality of Godhead, like unto the sun as I am. So, what he's telling? You are eternal supreme person of Godhead, like unto the sun as I am. Yosav aso purusha soham asmi. Now, what you understand when you hear soham asmi? Like unto the sun, I am. Yes.
Prabhuji, does that mean, look, that as I have a form, you also have a form?
Huh? Soham asmi. Aso. So ham asmi. But Jiva Goswami has made it very clear to us. What is that analogy? Apply that analogy to this. What I spoke just
Okay.
now. Sun is compared to Bhagavan. Sun
Bhagwan.
membrane is compared to. Yes, Madhvi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. He is the cause of all causes. Like, he is the Bhagavan, right?
Yes. He is
And
Bhagavan.
I'm part and parcel of you, like you are sun and I am part of you as sun rays.
What Jiva Goswami is quoting the analogy? Yeah, right.
So
But
it's
then,
in the quality wise, I'm same as you. Does that?
that is there, but Jiva Goswami has given the analogy, the solution for it. What is that? Lord is compared to the sun. Sun
Yeah,
membrane is Antaranga Shakti.
Yeah.
The reflection of the sun is the Bahiranga Shakti, and the sunrise is Jivatma. So from that analogy, we can understand the Prajapati who is praying here, Swayambhu Manu, is telling, I am your part and parcel, the external, the margin energy. You are my source. So therefore it is Surya. Ekarshe Surya Prajapatya Yama. Yama means regulator, who regulates, who gives results to all one's actions. Is this analogy very clear to you, all of you? Because Lord is the source of internal energy, Lord is the
Yes.
source of marginal energy, Lord is the source of external energy. So this analogy is being spoken here in this mantra. That, oh my dear Lord, you Soham Asmi. That is what is being repeated here again and again. So see here carefully. Yo Sau Aso Purusha. You are the Purusha and you are the origin of Antaranga Shakti, you are the origin of Bahiranga Shakti, you are the origin of Tatastha Shakti. So what I am? Like unto the sun, as I am. You are the sun and I am your ray. I am sun ray. So I am being the Tatastha Shakti. I am your sun rays. You are my origin. I am not external energy. I am not a reflection. Neither I am your membrane or sun globe. But I am. Soham, like unto the sun as I am. Yosav aso purusho soham asmi. So this is the understanding of this shloka. Okay. So same thing again is being repeated here. Someone can read the first paragraph.
A question, Prabhu, maybe very silly question, but see, this Shruti, Ishopanishad is spoken by Lord himself, right? Because it comes from Shruti. And he's
Yeah,
talking
it is being spoken like Lord empowered Yagya. Lord Yagya empowered Swayambhu Manu. Like Dhruv Maharaj, Lord Vishnu is coming and touching Dhruv Maharaj. So Dhruv Maharaj offering prayers is his prayers, or Lord has empowered him. Yes, Srinivas bro.
did not understand, Prabhu. Sorry.
What happened?
I'll ask you.
You are telling Shruti comes from Lord,
Correct.
correct?
Yeah.
So this Shruti mantra is having Ishopanishad, where Swayambhu Manu is offering it to the Lord. So Lord is inspiring him to offer the prayer. Like Lord Vishnu is touching Dhruv Maharaj's forehead with the conch. So before that, Dhruv Maharaj is not able to offer the prayer. But once the conch is touched, he's saying, Yuvanta Pravishtamamam Mimam Vacham Prasuptim Sanjeevate Yakila Dharamni. So therefore, the Shruti mantra is being placed, Ishopanishad is placed in the Shukla Yajurveda because Swayambhu Manu is offering it directly to the Lord.
Okay.
Yes. So can you read the first paragraph?
Sun and its rays, Lord and the living entities, Goloka Vrindavana and Brahmajyoti intelligence. Sun and its rays are one and the same qualitatively. Similarly, Lord and living entities are one and the same in quantity. The sun
Quality. Lord and living entity are same in quality.
Yes. Yeah, same in quality. Sun is one, but the molecules of the sun rays are innumerable. These sun rays are constitute part of the sun, and the sun and its rays conjointly constitute the complete sun. In the sun itself resides the sun god, and similarly within the supreme spiritual planet Goloka Vrindavana, from which the Brahmajyoti effulgence is emanating. The Lord enjoys his eternal pastimes, as verified in the Brahma Samhita 5.29.
Dasraj Ko, can you scroll down?
Sure, Prabhu.
Chintamani Prakara Sadamasu Kalpa Vriksha Daksavriteshu Surabhir Abhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasata Ambhava Svetam Swayamnatha Govindam Adipurusham Tam Aham Bhajami. Brahmajyoti is described in the Brahma Samhita as the rays of emanating from the supreme spiritual planet, Goloka Vrindavana, just as sun rays emanate from the sun globe. Until one surpasses the glare of Brahmajyoti, one cannot receive information of the Lord. The impersonalist philosophers, blinded as they are dazzling Brahmajyoti, can realize neither factual adobe of the Lord nor his transcendental form, limited by their poor fund of knowledge. Such impersonalist thinkers cannot understand the all blissful transcendental form of Lord Krishna. In this prayer, therefore, Sri Ishopanishad petitions the Lord to remove the effulgent rays of Brahmajyoti so that pure devotee can see all his blissful transcendental form. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. No, because Lord Prabhupada is giving in the paragraph, first paragraph, sun and its rays. So this is a hint of Jiva Goswami. Because directly if you read the Shruti mantra, there is no sun rays there. Asau Soham Asmi. So that is sun, and Prabhupada is quoting like sun and its rays. So sun and its rays are same in quality. So we being the same energy of Jiva Goswami, sun globe, sun rays. So the internal energy and marginal energy. So therefore, the hint we can understand from the paragraph of Prabhupada. So directly we read the translation, we can't conclude what is being spoken there. But when Prabhupada is making it, sun and its rays, what is Prabhupada taking from? Prabhupada is taking this analogy from Jiva Goswami's comparison of sun, the source of internal energy, the marginal energy, and the external energy. And therefore, it's meaning that the external marginal energy has the same quality as the Supreme Lord Krishna. Therefore, it's comparing. In sun, there is sun god, and there is sun rays. Similarly, in the spiritual world, there is Krishna, and all the Jivatmas, which are like molecules of that sun Krishna, they are the rays, they are the marginal energy. So from that connection, this prayer is being offered, that you are my source. Tavema mata suratpati pita tam sadgurunam paramam cha devatam yasya anuvritya kritino bhupima. Basically, this is the prayer being offered, this Sharanagati. Therefore, Manu is referring to Lord as a source and himself as his part and parcel. So therefore, he is offering this analogy in this prayer. Yes, Bhagavan, maintainer and guide of unalloyed devotees. Someone can read this one? Some of the devotees.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bhagwan, the maintainer and the guide of unalloyed devotees. By realizing the impersonal Brahmajyoti, one experiences the auspicious aspect of the Supreme, and by realizing the Paramatma, or all-preventing feature of the Supreme, one experiences an even more auspicious enlightenment. But by meeting the personality of Godhead himself face to face, the devotee experiences the most auspicious feature of the Supreme. Since he is addressed as the primeval philosopher and maintainer and well-wisher of the universe, the supreme truth cannot be impersonal. This is the verdict of Sri Ishopanishad. The word Pushan, maintainer, is especially significant. For although the Lord maintainer maintains all beings, he specifically maintains his devotees. After surpassing the impersonal Brahma Jyoti and seeing the personal aspect of the Lord and his most auspicious eternal form, the devotee realizes the absolute truth in full. In the Bhagavad Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami states, the complete conception of the absolute truth is realized in the personality of Godhead because he is almighty and possesses full transcendental potencies. The full potency of the absolute truth is not realized in the Brahma Jyoti. Therefore, Brahman realization is only partial realization of the personality of Godhead. O learned sages, the first syllable of the word Bhagwan, Bha, has two meanings. The first is one who fully maintains, and the second is guardian. The second syllable Ga means guide, leader or creator. The syllable one indicate that every being living lives in him and that he also lives in every being. In other words, the transcendental sound, Bhagavan, represent infinite knowledge, potency, energy, opulence, strength, and influence, all without a ting of material inebriety. The Lord fully maintains his unalloyed devotees and he guides them progressively on the path towards devotional perfection. As the leader of his devotee, he ultimately awards the desired result of devotional service by giving himself to them. The devotees of the Lord see the Lord face to face by his causeless mercy. Thus the Lord helps his devotee reach the supermost spiritual planet. Goloka Vrindavan, being the creator, he can bestow all necessary qualification upon his devotees so that they can ultimately reach him. The Lord is the cause of all causes. In other words, since there is nothing that caused him, he is the original cause. Consequently, he enjoys his own self by manifesting his own internal potency. The external potency is not exactly manifested by him, for he explained himself as the Purushas, and it is in these forms that he maintains the feature of the material manifestation. By such expansions, he creates, maintains, and annihilates the cosmic manifestation. Hare Krishna.
Yes, so Prabhupada is writing here, Bhagavan. B indicates Lord who maintains, and then G indicates he's a guardian, and 1 indicates uh, that he is, all of us live in him, and he lives in us. So that indicates that every living lives in him, and that he also lives in every living being, like Narayana, Narayana. So he's a repository of all living entities, and all living entities also, he lives in all living entities, and all living entities ultimately at the end they live in him. He's a shelter. So basically here word Pushan is being mentioned. Pushan ekarshe yama surya prajapatya vivs rasmin samuha tejo yat kalyanatamam tasya pashyami yoso aso purushosam asmi. Basically he is just offering, this is like a prayer which all of you can just remember, like Bhishma Pitama. Bhishma Pitama is a pure devotee of the Lord, but he's on the side of Kauravas. And what he is doing? He is fighting on behalf of Kauravas, and he's on the deathbed. He's been pierced with arrows right from the top of his head to the top of his till the bottom of his knees, and he has Ichcha Mrityu, that he can die at any moment, and that is the benefit, that because of that he's just waiting, and then he's offering a prayer, awaiting Lord Krishna to come. So this is, if you see, what is being offered here in this end conclusion section of the Ishopanishad. If you see carefully, we have started with Lord being the controller and proprietor, first section, and then second section is vision of Mahabhagavat. Third section is comparison of knowledge. Fourth section is comparison of worship. Fifth section, it is Sharanagati. So that Bhishma Pitamaha, or Parishit Maharaj, or Sukdev Goswami, or there is repeating theme of prayers, or Devuti offering to Lord Kapila, or Dhruv Maharaj offering to Vrishni Garbha, or Prithu Maharaj offering to the Lord. So if you see this theme, prayers are it's a means of offering one's consciousness at the lotus feet of the Lord. Basically, people do sadhana. Sadhana has many aspects. It is like, here Shravanam, then Mananam, then Niridhyasanam. So, either Baldev Vidyabhushan or Vedanta Desikan, he writes in the commentary that just by doing sadhana or Shravanam, after Shravanam is Niridhyasanam, contemplating on what you heard, and then Mananam, how I can apply it, and putting into action. So this is a process, but ultimately this is a process, and this is our endeavor. Like, Yashoda Mata trying to bind Krishna, 2 fingers too short. So 1 finger is our endeavor. So our endeavor is, Shravanam, Mananam, Niridhyasanam is our endeavor. But unless and unless Lord doesn't show compassion, he doesn't become merciful, Mother Yashoda cannot bind Krishna. Mother Yashoda is endeavoring. Krishna says, okay, my mother is endeavoring so much and she is a devotee, let I allow her to bind. And now also we sing this Chorashtakam. Bill Mangal Thakur is singing that, you are such a thief, you have stolen heart of Radharani. You have stolen the cloud's color. You are stealing, you steal people's wealth, you steal people's health, you steal people's mind, you steal people's senses. But you are such a thief, I am locking it into my heart, which is like a prison. And what I'm tying that heart with? I'm tying that heart with the bandhan, the rope of bhakti. So the Sharanagati is the essence of bhakti. And therefore, here, Pushan Ekarsha Yama Surya Prajapatya. So Swayambhu Manu is offering to Yagya, referring to him as, you are my maintainer, and you have created me. Pushan Ekarshe, you are the primeval, you are Adi Purusha, and a primeval philosopher. Yama, you are a regulator. Regulator in the sense, you enter into everything and control yourself, but not being touched with Maya. Yama means who has a whole control. Yama. And then Prajapatya, you are the well-wisher of the Prajapatis. And therefore, Prabhupada is translating, quoting from Jiva Goswami, Bhagavan means who maintains, that is Pushan, and then guardian. Then he stays in all living entities, and all living entities stay in him. Therefore, was concluding, the external potency is not exactly manifested by him, but is expanded as Purushas. What are the Purushas? Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So the whole Vaikuntha Loka is being maintained by Krishna Bhagavan, but the whole material world is being maintained by Paramatma feature. And what is the Brahman feature? It is the effulgence of Bhagavan feature. And therefore, what devotees understand is we need Bhagavan, we need Bhagavan's mercy. So when you understand him as a person, then these prayers erupt. And therefore, as Bhagavan, he fulfills his unalloyed devotees' wishes. He guides them progressively on the path of towards devotional perfection. As the leader of his devotees, he ultimately awards the desired result of the devotional service by giving himself to them. And therefore, this prayer is being offered for achieving the desired result of going back home, back to Godhead. And as Kapil Dev says to Devhuti Mata, Salokya Sarishti Samipya, Sarupekatvam Apyuta. Oh, my dear devotee, my devotees don't want what? Salokya. They don't want to come to my planet. Oh, really? Devotees don't want to go to Golok Vrindavana? What next? Sarupya. They don't want to have my form as form Vishnu form also. That means devotees don't want to go to Vaikuntha. Then what? Sarishti. They don't want opulences of by coming to Vaikuntha. Really? Somebody hears, some new devotee hears this. It's like, what then devotees want? Why they want to practice? We tell them death is there. You have to go back to Godhead. Then Samipya. We don't want proximity of Lord also. Ekatam to anyway don't want. Even neophyte devotees will tell, no, you don't want to merge into Brahman. Anyway, you want to go back to Godhead. But Kapil Dev is telling we don't want to go back to Godhead also. What is the condition? If there is no opportunity to serve. Therefore, this prayer which is being offered is opportunity for service, so that when a pure devotee goes back to Godhead, he can engage in his service. And we can understand like Bhishma Pitama, the bed of arrows, is offering prayer to Lord Krishna on the battlefield. And he's remembering what? He's remembering Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He's having Angavastra, Pitambar Angavastra, with flowing blackish hairs, with spots of sweat and blood brushes from the arrows of Bhishma. And that is what Bhishma meditation as a warrior. And here, Swayambhu Manu, his meditation is Yana Pushan Ekarshe Yama Surya Prajapatya, because Swayambhu Manu is being installed in that position to run the maintenance of the world. Because in one day of Brahma there are 14 Manus and they go for 72 Divyakas. And therefore he has to maintain, he has to work on that behalf. And who is appearing as his grandson? Akuti's son. Yama is himself, Yama, that is Yagya himself is descending, and therefore is offering out of ecstasy is offering. And who is there behind him? Like Bhishma in a precarious condition with all the bed of arrows. Behind Swayambhu Manu are the ferocious Rakshasas who got a boon from Lord Shiva, and whom nobody apart from Lord Vishnu, nobody could kill them. And therefore Swayambhu Manu is in that precarious condition, but is undisturbed and is offering prayer. Oh, you are my maintainer, my dear Lord. You are my regulator. You are the controller. And you are my well-wisher. So I am connected to you. So please remember my sacrifices. Kindly show me your dazzling effulgence. Kindly remove your dazzling effulgence. So till now, Swayambhu Manu is offering this prayer to remove the dazzling effulgence and give him the darshan. The next 2, 3, 17, 18 is going to, he's offering prayer. Please remember my sacrifice. As a devotee, I have sacrificed many things. Chaitanya Charan was in Pune. He's in Pune right now, 4-5 days. He was just giving lecture today yesterday morning. He was telling sacrifice. People are ready to sacrifice their life for country. It's very, both are difficult. Sacrificing one's life for someone and living a life of sacrifice where you have to die every moment, but you don't die. So what is that? Living a life of sacrifice means 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years with all the inconveniences you are trying to practice bhakti. And sacrificing your life means, okay, there is some need and I'm ready to shed my, the section is going of Dazichi Muni, where Indra is coming and telling him, oh Dazichi Muni, give me your bones. And with that bones, we'll make astra of Vajra and I'll try to kill Vrtrasura. So Dazichi Muni had to sacrifice his life. But before sacrificing one's life, Dazichi Muni, Vishnu is telling to Indra, go and take from him. And Dazichi Muni is a devotee. And Lord Vishnu is telling, you can, but to give the bones, what he has to do? To give the bones, he has to first die. So now can you imagine Vishnu is giving a hint to Indra, you first kill the Rishi Muni and extract bones from him and make Vajra and then kill Vritrasura. And Indra, just one pastime comes where Ashwini Kumaras are going to the Rishi Muni and they are going to get Ayurvedic medicine by which they can revive a person, Sanjeevani Bhuti, can revive a person back to life. And Indra is telling the Rishi Muni, please don't give this knowledge to Ashwini Kumaras because they are not demigods. They are semi-gods, something like that. And then Rishi Muni still gives them because he's a Brahmana. He doesn't has partiality towards anyone because they are disciples. He gives them. What Indra does? Indra goes and kills the Rishi Muni. But then Ashwini Kumaras know the recipe of reviving a person back to life, and they revive the Rishi Muni back to life. So now Lord Vishnu is what he's making now. He's telling Indra, go and ask from the Rishi Muni the bones by which you can survive. Now, can you imagine Indra's position? He has already killed Rishi Muni for giving that recipe of reviving people back to life, Sanjeevani recipe. And now, after killing, he has been revived. And he is going in front of him and is giving a class on charity, on sacrifice, and asking, give me sacrifice of your body. So, Swayambhu Muni is offering. Coming back to our section, this mantra 15, 16 is telling, remove your dazzling effulgence. Mantra 17, 18 is telling, remember my sacrifice, remember my service. It is in ecstasy is offering this prayer. So, can somebody read the next paragraph? So, therefore, when you see here, Pushan, why it is coming? Because Swayambhu Manu is doing the department of maintenance under Lord. Therefore, he is glorifying him as the Paramatma feature, Pushan. Yes. Someone can read the next paragraph. Lord Krishna is this Paramatma feature, maintains the Jiva in the material world. Because Bhagavan doesn't maintain. Bhagavan is not in touch with the external energy. But Lord expands as Paramatma, as Purushas, Karanadaksha Vishnu, then Shiradaksha Vishnu, then Garbhadaksha Vishnu, and then he manifests. Yes.
Hare
Please
Krishna.
scroll up, Prabhuji, and read.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranam.
Yes, yes.
The living entities are also differentiated expansions of the Lord self. And because some of them desire to be lords and imitate the Supreme Lord, he also allow them to enter into the cosmic creation with the option to fully utilize their propensity to lord it over nature. Because of them presence of his parts and passes, the living entities, the entire phenomenal world is stirred into action and reaction. Thus, the living entities are given full facilities to lord it over material nature, but the ultimate controller is the Lord himself. In his planetary future as Paramatma, the Supreme Soul, who is one of the Purushas. Thus, there is a gulf of difference between the living entities and the controlling Lord, Paramatma, the soul, and the super soul. Paramatma is the controller, and the Atma is the controlled. Therefore, they are in different categories because the Paramatma fully cooperates with the Atma. He is known as constant companion of the living being. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. So therefore, here B is being offered is the Pushan is indicating that Paramatma feature of the Lord, who to facilitate those Jivatmas who want to lord it over the material nature, he gives them the material body through Garbhadaksha Vishnu, through Shiradaksha Vishnu. He creates Brahma, and as Shiradaksha Vishnu becomes Paramatma, and he is trying to share with them. Yes, next paragraph, someone can read. Bhagavan is origin of both Paramatma and Brahman. Those who know this engage at once in the devotional service of the Lord.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. The all-pervading feature of the Lord, which exists in all circumstances of waking and sleeping, as well as in the potential states, and from which the Jiva Shakti, living force, is generated as both conditioned and liberated souls, is known as Brahman. Since the Lord is the origin of both Paramatma and Brahman, he is the origin of all living entities and all else that exist. Those who know this engage at once the devotional service of the Lord. Such pure and fully cognizant devotees of the Lord are fully attached to him in heart and soul. And whenever such devotees assemble with similar devotees, they have no engagement but the glorification of the Lord's transcendental activities. Those who are not as perfect as the pure devotees, namely those who have realized only the Brahman or the Paramatma features of the Lord, cannot appreciate the activities of the perfect devotees. The Lord always helps the pure devotees by imparting necessary knowledge within their hearts, and thus, out of his special favor, he dissipates all the darkness of ignorance. The speculative philosophers and yogis cannot imagine this because they more or less depend on their own strength. As stated in Katha Upanishad, the Lord can be known only by those whom he favors and not by anyone else. Such special favors are bestowed upon his pure devotees only. Sri Ishopanishad thus points to the favor of the Lord, which is beyond the purview of Brahma Jyoti. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. So here Prabhupada is concluding that the Paramatma feature exists in waking, sleeping, as well in potential states, and from which the Jiva Shakti is generated, conditioned, liberated, is known as Brahman. Basically, uh, the feature of Lord from which the Jivatma arise, that is the marginal energy, they come from the Brahman feature of the Lord. Basically, Lord expands into Antaranga Shakti, Lord expands into Jiva Shakti, Lord expands into uh, Bahiranga Shakti. So that feature is being compared here, that Lord is the source of all three. And since Lord is origin of both Paramatma and Brahman, he is origin of the all living entities and all else that exist. Basically, that analogy which Jiva Goswami is quoting, sun globe, sun rays, and reflection of the sun. So, when Lord does it through the Paramatma and Brahman feature for the material world, and because the Jivatmas are getting their body in the material world, which is being activated by Brahman Paramatma feature, and from the Brahma Jyoti, basically from Lord's effulgence, the Jivatmas they come into action. But the time cannot be traced back because we are in a time domain. We are in the material world which is subjected to time. It's like a author is there and he's writing a book, he's creating a timeline, and somebody comes and asks, where is the author in that book? So Krishna has created the material world and we are subjected to the material world, and we want to trace back when we were created. So it's beyond our timeline. For that, we have to get liberated, and then we have to go to spiritual world. And then we'll understand when was the origin. But Prabhupada is writing here from Brahman, the eternity aspect, we are eternal, and Lord is eternal. And by Paramatma feature, the material world is created. So Brahman and Paramatma, our existence comes off. But Lord is the source of Brahman and Paramatma, and therefore actually we are his parts and parcels. And therefore one who understands it, Bhuda Bhava Samanvitaha. Lord can be known only by whom he favors and not by anyone else. Such special favors are bestowed upon his pure devotees only. And Sri Ishopanishad thus points to the favor of the Lord, which is beyond the purview of the Brahma Jyoti. So the Jnani doesn't get the fear of the Lord, the yogi doesn't get the fear of the Lord, neither the karmi, there is no question of karmi. So there is a very, very, very wonderful prayer which Dhruv Maharaj offers. Dasraj Kavir Prabhu, can you just project 4, 9, 14 from Vedabase?
Sure, Prabhu. Srimad Bhagavatam, right? 4 point.
Yes. 4th canto, 9th chapter, 14th verse. Uh, 4, 9, 10, Prabhuji, not 4, 9, 14. 4, 9, 10.
4, 9, and 10. Okay.
So the shloka goes like this. Ya nirvitistanubhritam tava pada padma dhyana bhavajanakata shravanena vasyat sa brahmani swamahimni apinata mabhut kim tvantaka shilulitam patatam vimanat. So Dhruva Maharaj is offering this prayer. He is offering that, I was desiring for material benefit, but my dear Lord, I have got you the diamond. I was looking for the glass. So he's praying that he's being empowered by the Lord, and he's praying that four kinds of bhaktas who are Sukritis, Jnani, Jidnyasu, and then Artho, Artharthi. So he's offering, this kind of, he's offering the prayer 4.9.6 is 7 is offering that this about he's referring to Brahma and Narada as those who Kumaras and Brahma as those who have been blessed by you and they are Jnanis. And the people who want liberation, Jidnyasus are those people who want liberation. And there are people who are distressed who come to you. But I have come to you in 4.9.8 it says, I have come to you like a Artharthi. I want uh, I want material desires. And then he's saying, but what such a fool I am? What kind of material desires? What is the use of material desires? Because once you go to the material, you get a material desire. It's like, when you put a spaceship, Chandrayaan 3 is going up. Till the time it has petrol, it is there. Once petrol is over, it has to come down. Basically, the propulsion part of the engine, it comes down and falls down somewhere in the space. Same thing Prabhupada is writing, Dhruva Maharaj is telling here, my Lord, a transcendental bliss derived from meditating upon your lotus feet. Can you scroll down, bro, for the translation? From your meditating upon your lotus feet are hearing about your glories from the pure devotees is so unlimited that it is far beyond the stage of Brahmananda, wherein one thinks himself merged in the impersonal Brahman as one with the Supreme. Since Brahmananda is also defeated by the transcendental bliss derived from devotional service, then what to speak of temporary blissfulness of elevating oneself to the heavenly planets, which is ended by a separating sort of time. Although one may be elevated to the heavenly planets, he falls down in course of time. So the shloka has Kim tva antakashi lulitam patatam vimanat, like a spaceship which goes up and petrol is over, it falls down to the earth. Similarly, those who want to go to heavenly planets, karmis, anyway, Deshine Punya Martam Lokam Vishanti, they have to take another birth. But those who want to merge Brahman, they may better become eternal. But that is also not permanent. But actually, the bliss of bhakti is beyond Brahmananda. That is what this is like the conclusion of this shloka of Ishopanishad. Thank you, Prabhu. So we have completed this mantra 16. The conclusion of the mantra 16 is he is remembering Lord as a maintainer and is offering that Lord, please kindly remove your golden effulgence and please show your mercy upon me because I'm going to come to the conclusion now to save me from these Rakshasas. So next mantra 16, mantra 17, mantra 17, mantra 18. They are same theme of sacrificing. Remember my sacrifices, remember my services. So that we will just recite and then we will take. Can you share mantra 17, Prabhu?
Yes, do. Yes, Prabhu, done.
Amritam atedam bashmantam shariram Om Kruto Smaro Kritam Smara Kruto Smara Kritam Smara Vayuranilam Amritam Atedam Bashmantam Shariram Om Kruto Smara Kritam Smara Kruto Smara Kritam Smara Vayuranilam amritam matedam bashmantam sariram. Om kruto smara kritam smara kruto smara kritam smara. Word toward meaning Vayu, air of life. Anilam, total reservoir of air. Amritam, indestructible. Ata, now. Idam, this. Bashmantam, after being turned to ashes. Shariram, body. Om, O Lord. Krato, O enjoyer of all sacrifice. Smara, please remember. Kritam, all that has been done by me. Smara, please remember. Krato, O supreme beneficiary. Smara, please remember. Kritam, all that I have done for you. Smara, please remember. Translation. Let this temporary body be burnt into ashes, and let the air of life be merged with the totality of air. Now, O my Lord, please remember all my sacrifices, and because you are the ultimate beneficiary, please remember all that I have done for you. So you can understand this theme. Theme of Mantra 17, Mantra 18 is what? Remember my sacrifice. Whatever sacrifice I have done for you, kindly remember that, O my dear Lord. So that is what Swayambhu is offering the prayer here. So this is like, ultimate climax where his Lord has shown his face and is offering now. Oh my Lord. This is like an ecstasy. Devotee is telling. Basically, at the time of death, one devotee asked to Prabhupada, what if Prabhupada, if I don't remember Lord at the time of death? Then Prabhupada replies back, see, because we are tiny, we are marginal potency, and even if you are not able to remember Lord, Lord is Vibhu. You may be Anu, but Lord is Vibhu. Lord is Father. You are like a son. Son may forget, but Lord never forgets his. A father doesn't forget his son. This is a theme. If you want to understand what is the theme of Mantra 17, Mantra 17 theme is a devotee doesn't have to offer prayer like remember sacrifices. We don't have to give a reminder to the Lord. Okay, my dear Lord, I know I've done so much sacrifice. This may appear to be very mean-minded, like a demigod worshipper telling, okay, give me this, give me that. Like a devotee is offering this prayer. But this prayer is being offered in ecstasy. You imagine the position of Swayambhu Manu. He's on the verge. He's on the verge of climax of about to get liberated, and fierce Rakshasa are around. But he's undisturbed and just offering, oh my dear Lord, you appeared as Agya. Please kindly remember sacrifices and give me the desired result. So Lord doesn't need reminders. But when Swayambhu is offering these reminders, this is not done out of anxiety. It is not done out of haste. It is done out of ecstasy. It is done in pure prema. This prayer is being coming in out of pure prema. That is what Prabhupada says. So even if Lord doesn't remember, even if the devotee doesn't remember the Lord remembers the devotee. This is what Prabhupada gave the reply. अगर भक्त भगवान को नहीं याद कर पाएगा मृत्यु के समय, भगवान भक्त को कभी बुलाते नहीं है. भगवान उनको याद करके लेके जाएंगे भगवत धाम. So this is the main theme of this mantra. So someone can read the first paragraph. So because this shloka contains merging of the air into the air factor, prana into the prana factor, the body become ashes. So Prabhupada brings telling contrast. This is the ecstasy of Swayambhu Manu, and still Prabhupada comes to ABC of Bhagavad Gita. You are not this body, you are spirit soul. This body is temporary. So body is a foreign dress. Yes, first paragraph.
Hare Krishna. From this translation, right, Prabhuji?
Purport.
Yeah, sure. A material body is a foreign dress and is formless. It takes a shape according to the form of the soul. The temporary material body is certainly a foreign dress. The Bhagavad Gita 2.20 clearly says that after the destruction of the material body, the living entity is not annihilated, nor does he lose his identity. The identity of the living entity is never impersonal or formless. On the contrary, it is the material dress that is formless and that takes a shape according to the form of the indestructible person. No living entity is originally formless, as is wrongly thought by those with a poor fund of knowledge. This mantra verifies that the fact that the living entity exists after the annihilation of the material body.
Yes. So basically what is being offered here is the soul has a shape, therefore body has a shape. Like there is a hands, there is a golf go, there is a goalkeeper of football wears a gloves, The cricket batsman wears a gloves. A housewife may wear gloves, which is like for cutting vegetables. Therefore, the gloves take the shape of the hand. Similarly, the body is having shape shows that the soul also has a form, and these bodies are tailor-made. The next thing, but the bodies which are there, how is that one gets somebody is interested in cricket, somebody is interested in um the gloves which is used for cutting vegetables, or somebody is using the gloves meant for being worn by the goalkeeper of the football based on his desire. So similarly, based on one's desire, one becomes a cricketer, one becomes a goalkeeper, or one becomes takes up to the thing of becoming a cook. So similarly, Prabhupada writes next paragraph: material bodies are tailor-made according to the living entity's desire for sense gratification. I was just sharing to the previous batch of viewers, the last batch of Ishopanishad when I was teaching Vilanto's batch when they were doing Bhakti Shastri. Just sharing this one of the meditation of mine. Sometimes when my rounds remain, I sit in the temple and I keep on chanting Hare Krishna after breakfast for half an hour, whatever. If there's morning class from 6:30 to 7 or something like that, then only 8 rounds, 10 rounds gets over. So when I sit and chant, one thought came to my mind while chanting. Everybody is coming, nobody is wearing a same men pant shirt, or nobody is wearing only sari, somebody is coming in some other woman attire. But no, there is nothing like uh, familiarity in their dressing. Then I understood what is that makes them to wear different dress, their desire. How we have different desires, and based on that we have different fashions, and we have different status quo, and based on that we purchase different. So basically they have to desire, and just by desiring will not get, one should have to be having that wealth, deserve. So how one gets a body, it's based on desire and deserve. One desires to become very rich but doesn't become rich, but he should also work hard, he has to do charity, then he becomes rich. So similarly, Prabhupada makes it a point: this body is a foreign body, a metal body is a foreign dress, and it's going to go at the time of death. But why one gets bodies? Because of one desire to enjoy separately from the Lord. And therefore, there are 84 lakh species. There is mosquito's body, there is the Jalaja Namalakshani, Savar Laksham Shati, Kramaya Rudra Sankhya, Pashuva Trimch Lakshani, then Pakshi Trimch Lakshani, and Pashuva. So there are 30 lakhs of mammals, 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs of birds, and then 11 lakhs of insects, and then Jalaja 9 lakhs of aquatics, and 20 lakhs of trees. Total comes to 84 lakh species. Someone can read this paragraph and we conclude with this.
Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Material bodies are tailor-made according to the living entity's desire for sense gratification. In the material world, material nature displays wonderful workmanship by creating varieties of bodies for the living beings according to their propensities of sense gratification. The living entity who wants to taste stool is a given material body that is quite suitable for eating stool, that of a hog. Similarly, one who wants to eat the flesh and blood of other animals may be given a tiger's body equipped with suitable teeth and claws. But the human being is not meant for eating flesh, nor does he have any desire to taste stool, even in the most aboriginal state. Human teeth are so made that they can chew and cut fruit and vegetables, although there are two canine teeth, so that primitive humans can eat flesh if they so desire.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we'll continue from this paragraph, the next paragraph in the next class. Any questions some devotees have?
Prabhuji, I'm still confused in Brahman Jyoti, Brahman, impersonal Brahman, all these things. I'm still in confusion.
What is the confusion?
What is exactly they are, where they are, where I can place them, Lord Krishna is Brahman Jyoti or the impersonal Brahman. So that is my confusion, Prabhuji. Clarity is not there. What is each word is having?
Okay, I'll just explain you. You have seen when you were traveling in a train. Have you seen far off forest?
Yes.
How it appears to you? Which color?
Forest. Green color, Prabhuji, like
Okay,
dark
only
green.
green. Yeah. So what is the forest color? Green.
Yes.
So is a forest just a shade of green paint?
No, Prabhuji, many shades will be there.
So inside the forest, what all there? Trees are there?
Trees are there, their stems are there, animals and birds, many things are.
Yeah. So similarly, when you start realizing God, you see everything as effulgence. How you see everything as?
Okay.
You see everything as effulgence. So that is like green paint you are seeing, na, from far.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, but self-realization or a God relation is like a step. The first step is like when you come very close to the forest, or when you come to you want to trek and you're going to trek any of the mountains, you see it from far. It's like, you go Himalayas, you see it as a white color. If you go to some other mountain like Simhagad, Rajgad, the forts of Shivaji in Maharashtra, or in Madhya Pradesh, you see it as a green color. Is it not?
Yes, Prabhuji. As we go in the path, we will see the clarity.
Yes. So similarly, those who are realizing God, initially they think God has effulgence, Brahman effulgence.
Okay.
And then when they keep on meditating more and more, then they see, oh, there is a tree, there is tamarind tree, there is mango tree, there are mango fruits. So then they understand, oh, there is a Paramatma feature. He has 400 form, who is taking care of the whole material world. He is present in each and every atom of the universe, Vishnu. Then more and more, when they become Bhakta, then they understand Lord as Bhagavan. Understand? No?
Okay, Prabhuji, that means ki Brahman effulgence is the very lowest thing, then Paramatma, then Bhagwan.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not like lowest, it is like a
Yes, step by step we can see.
First step in God relation.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Prabhuji?
Yes.
Prabhuji, so Sat Chit Anand, the Sat form is Brahman and Chit is Paramatma, or Sat is Paramatma?
Sat is Brahman, Chit is Paramatma, and Anand is
Anand is
Bhagavan.
Bhagwan. Okay.
Okay.
So the first step is Brahman, then Paramatma,
Yes.
then. Okay.
So, Prabhuji, Brahman and Brahman Jyoti is the same.
Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll meet again next time. Next Monday is we have Dwarkadishpu's class. So Dasarashpur can take a poll when we can have Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Okay.
Sure, Prabhuji. Tuesday, I think we are again on Yadagiri Gutta Yatra, which I told you. Probably, on Wednesday or Thursday, we can have this session.
Thursday is fine for everyone.
Are you okay, Prabhuji, on Thursday?
Yeah, no issues.
Yeah, then we can do probably Thursday, Friday. We can have back-to-back classes.
No, one class is over.
Not
One class.
Friday. Thursday.
Only one class.
Yeah. Thursday will be a class. And I think after that Bhagavad Gita starts. Yes, from Friday.
No. Friday we have off.
We need preparation leave, Prabhuji.
Yes. Thursday is a class and then Sunday we have exam. So Bhagavad Gita start from Monday.
Okay. All right, Prabhu.
Hare
That's
Krishna.
fine.
Shri Prabhupada ki.
Yeah.